Hello everyone, how are we doing? For those who are new to the channel or new to me, I'm Sydney. This is Citizen Sid. This channel is dedicated towards alternative side of stories. So, for example, freedom protests and XR. Freedom protests mostly because they're not reported on basically any news outlet that is mainstream, or if it is reported, it's fabricated. So I dedicate my time towards that. Now let's just crack on with the video because this will be a fun one. So, for those of you who don't know, Drag Queen Story Hour is what was happening, well, what's been happening for a while now. A couple of years, I actually think, but has properly come to light, well, within the alt-tech media, the far-right side of society. It's when a drag queen goes into a library or a school and reads stories to children. Sounds perfectly safe, right? I didn't think so. No, even some of these drag queens, mostly in America, they've been actually outed as pedophiles. And we're going to be going through some of those articles today just because, for some reason, some people don't like the facts. Some people dismiss the facts. What is normal about a drag queen reading to children? I'll let you answer in the comments. I would understand if we were teaching children about equality in a way that didn't involve someone who dresses up. I would understand if you got a black person to read to children, or a homeless man to read to children, or a policeman to read to children, though that's controversial. I'd understand if you got someone who was actively discriminated on based on literally just appearance. Drag queens do it as a choice. Drag queens dress up as a choice. Whether they are part of the LGBTQIA community or not, they dress up as a choice. That is a choice. Whether they are gay or straight, they are dressing up and performing as drag artists as a choice. Yeah, let's just crack on with it because this isn't supposed to be a long one, but I feel like it might be. So, this is Ada HD, this drag queen over here, and these are a load of children. This is Drag Queen Story Hour, everyone. This is where a drag performer reads to children. Or in some cases, twerks in front of children.
Is you just stand with your feet sort of shoulder width apart, like so. Okay, and I'll show you at the side so you get a better view that way. And you're crouched down into this sort of position here, so your bum's sticking out. Hope you're taking this all in. And then you just move your bum up and down like that. And that's twerking.
But we won't go into that, of course, because we don't want to start an argument. Right, so we have a few articles here. We have 4 articles, actually. I will quickly go through them. They will also be tagged in the description, so if you do want to have a look at them, please feel free to. But obviously we will be going through them just a tad bit, mostly. And this one is probably a good one to start off, to be honest. Dylan Pontiff, a drag queen who helped organise one of these story hour events for children as young as 3, is shown in a video making a shocking admission to the City Parish Council in Louisiana during September 17th meeting. Obviously we can understand. We can already understand what's going on. We know. This is going to be the grooming of the next generation. We are trying to groom the next generation, says Pontiff, who was dressed in drag goes by the name, who when dressed as drag goes into the name Santana Pilar Andrews. I can go and entertain adults in a club and also entertain a group of students and young children. I'm able to do that because I'm an adult and able to filter myself. That's fair enough. In all fairness, yeah, sure. That's fair enough. In some ways. It may be controversial, but yeah, fair enough. Adults do have to censor themselves in front of children. I say as a teenager. Adults purposely don't swear in front of children. That's a way of filtering yourself in one very sensible way in front of kids. You are able to censor yourself and prevent children from being exposed to certain things. John Ritchie said this: instead of protecting the precious innocence of our children with wholesome stories, libraries are misusing our tax dollars to harm their innocence. To attempt to dismantle and destroy the distinction between male and female is not only biologically ridiculous, but also a direct attack against God's plan for us and the family. Everyone who loves family should wake up, pray, and push back. Does anyone... I actually completely forgot the name of the person. I should have probably attached it here. Which was the drag queen who encouraged children to open up, to spread their legs? Let's have a look. Right. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the person. I did do a little bit of digging, but unfortunately I can't. If anyone can find that link, please put it in the comments. I beg. I know that I have heard rumours, or I have heard of someone saying it, but I just can't find the link. So if someone has that, just please pop it in the comments, and then I'll pin you, because that's going to be easier. However, I did find this. Shocking footage of family-friendly drag queen shows sees performers spreading their legs and thrusting their breasts in front of children who are encouraged to leave tips. I've seen this video and I'm going to show you guys too. But as you can see by the photos, it's brilliant. Child-friendly. Yes, this is what the LGBTQIA, not all of them, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to come on here and say that every single one of the LGBTQIA community, anyone who's gay and doesn't, or anything like that, and doesn't affiliate themselves as part of the community, I'm not going to come here and hate on them, because I don't really care what community you're part of. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. If I don't like a person, it's because of who they are as a person. It's because of their personality. I'm not that low. However, a few of my videos do show a big amount of people who do support these, and I will show a clip right now. So yeah, as you can see, the drag queen story hours are quite supported. Of course. Why wouldn't we want a drag queen strip dancing in front of children? Obviously, we all know, in 2020, a UK drag queen Storytime tweeted out the paedophile slogan, "Love has no age." So, for the people that are saying, oh, it means love everyone, it's a paedophile slogan. It's there. Like, love... How would you defend that? How would you defend that? And also, to contradict everyone, saying love everybody. Do you love Ted Bundy? Do you love Richard Ramirez? Do you love Jimmy Savile? Sorry, that's the last one I thought of. Bryce Patrick I'm not even going to pronounce that, in fear that I will mispronounce everything. Who has danced explicitly for children. Oh. Was charged with 25 counts was charged with 25 counts of CP in Pennsylvania. I know it's an American case, but drag queens are drag queens. We're not going to say American drag queens are British drag queens, because they're still drag queens. 76 files with CP had been put in a Dropbox account under the name as Anastasia Diamond, Williams' drag queen name. Isn't that interesting? It's a bit stupid, really. If you're trying to get CP, why are you going to make that so obvious? The search of Williams' home confirmed at least 25 child porn files in his bedroom, and Williams had to be charged with both 25 counts of pornography as well as 18 counts of criminal use and of communications facility, with a $100,000 bail that Williams cannot pay. I should hope not. Okay, so the third article we're going to look at. Sex offender busted a drag queen who read books to children in city library. This was in 2019, as you can see. So the drag queen story hours, although they have mostly just come to light now, despite not really being promoted anywhere, they have been going on a long time. Well, coming up 3 years now by the looks of things. So, well, at least, I mean. The Houston Public Library found that one of its drag queen storytime tellers was a registered child sex offender. The library said in a statement, it failed to complete a background check as required, leading to a man posing as a drag queen. Oh, I wonder if all of the libraries are failing to do sufficient background checks. As, from what I've heard, the libraries are asking the drag queens. It's not the other way around. The libraries are going to the drag queens and saying, will you perform here? Well, not will you perform. Will you read tickets here? And the drag queens are going, yeah, sure. Alberto Garza, yes, 32, has posted a drag queen Tatiana Malanina, but was first uncovered by Mass Resistance, a Houstonian group that pledged to end drag queen reading program. So I assume these people that busted him. Most parents would not let an individual to sit in a library and be held up as a role model to our children. Shame on you, Mayor Turner, said Mass Resistance. Oh, Tracy Shannon, specifically. Garza assaulted an 8-year-old boy in 2008, and the library reportedly didn't perform a background check on the queens of somewhat popular reading program in Houston, which is the 4th largest populated city in the country. Right, sorry, I know I stuttered there a bit, but I am fine. So, for our 4th article here, child drag performer mentored by an accused child sex offender. This is actually charged sex offender, by the way, I believe. Now, I will just check that. Boren faces 12 felonies relating to making distributing child pornography, prosecuted to sexually petition the judge to deny her bail. I believe this was confirmed. Anyway, back to the article. An 11-year-old child who performs drag under the name Vanellope will perform at Old Nick's Bar in Eugene, Oregon. One of the child performer's mentors was charged with multiple sex crimes. An investigation of the post-millennial revealed. The Old Nick's Pub advertised an event on Facebook post saying Vanellope is here to show you what a 11-year-old drag queen can do. Ugh, disgusting. The outlet also published screenshots of numerous grown men sending money to the 11-year-old performer via Venmo. LGBTQ activist and drag performer Jennifer Hibbs, who used the stage name Sunshine Ray McPherson, is the 11-year-old's drag mum and acts as a mentor. But Hibbs is not Valanope's only drag mum. Kelsey Boren, who went by Always Craving, brilliant, was also one of her drag moms, and was recently charged with multiple child sex crimes. Boren faces 12 felonies related to making and distributing child pornography. Prosecutors successfully petitioned the judge to deny her bail. It says, also, this is the brilliant thing. At the time of her arrest, Boren was a special education teaching assistant at Veneta Elementary in Veneta, obviously. And obviously it's a teacher. How would we have guessed? She allegedly admitted to detectives that she had an uncontrollable itch that she couldn't stop that made her crave CP. How lovely. How absolutely lovely of her to say that. Boren had been mentoring Vanellope in drag performing since the girl was at least 7 years old, but Hibbs doesn't believe that Vanellope was victimized by Boren. I don't think that's true. Hold on. We've had white supremacists mad at us from day one for removing them from our spaces and not allowing them to perform on our stage. I'm sorry, but I don't think the reason you got hate for allowing an 11-year-old to perform in drag was because of white supremacy. I think it was the fact that people have also claimed it's child abuse. It is sexualizing a child. I'm sorry, if I saw a child in any sort of drag, in any sort of, or a certain type of dress, any sort of drag outfit, in any sort of drag makeup, I would instantly assume you're trying to at least make the child a bit older than what they are. And since 7 years old, let the child live a life. That is not letting a child live a life. They should be playing on fields and playing on different sort of playgrounds and going out with friends, bowling, and stuff like that. They shouldn't be performing drag, and I really hope that child did get to have a childhood, because this is like these dance mums. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just living their own dream in their child. So that's all for today's video. I know it's short and snappy. I know it's not in much detail, but it's an issue that does have to be spoken about and actually needs a debate over, because there's so many differing opinions on this matter. As you will see in a few clips that I've attached. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm always dying to hear everyone's thoughts. If you would like to donate towards this channel for equipment, travel expenses, etc. For example, I've got a new camera coming, thankfully. I've also got a ring light coming, which would hopefully be better than the tiny little lamp that I'm using right now. If you would like to donate towards anything like that, link is this. It will also be in the description of the video somewhere. Just please go and find it if you feel free. If you're struggling, please do not. I'm not gonna be like that. It's not a desperation sort of thing. It's just a choice. It just helps the channel grow. But of course, I respect everyone's decision. Of course, I know we're in a cost of living crisis, so don't panic about it. I'm not gonna beg completely. If you want to join my Telegram, I post so much more on there, which is here, and it'll also be in the description. I also have an Instagram where I post protest photography and things such. I haven't really uploaded anything lately. There haven't really been anything going on too much locally that I've taken photos of, and I just haven't been taking many photos in protest. So go follow my Instagram as well. Here, that is also the link. Well, no, it's not. It's the username. Odyssey for uncensored content down here. These are all in the description of the video. I know I've already said, but please go follow them. Sometimes you get just things that are exclusively on that site, or just rants and uncensored content on Odyssey, because Odyssey is a very good platform for such things. Thank you ever so much for watching this video, and I have a few more lined up that I should be doing this week. Take care, everyone.